Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel, which of course is the Queen of Hearts channel. And you're probably wondering why? Well, in today's video, I want to show you a community creations game made by J.R. Kitsu. Hopefully I pronounced this person's name right. If not, I apologize. This is Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom, which is based on a Disneyland interactive game. And it was like I'm going to say shut down, probably due to COVID reasons or whatever reason they probably stopped at the very moment. So this is a game where you have to defeat certain villains that steals the crystal shard, and they're trying to like take over certain lands or realms or whatever you call it, and you as the sorcerer is the only one to stop them by using these cards, these spell cards here. And this card right here is a key card that leads to a portal, and it only happens in Disney parks. But because that it is now shut down and no longer available anymore, we're going to be playing the tabletop simulated version because they also have a home version where you can play it at home. Since I don't have the physical copy, which I miss out, at least I get to play the tabletop simulator version. And the rules are very complicated because, well, this is going to be my first time playing it. So, as you can see, this is the map. There's only four maps and four villains for this particular game. We have Fantasyland, we have Main Street, Liberty Square, and of course, there is Adventureland. So no Tomorrowland or Frontierland, so forth, which is quite sad. But regardless of that, ladies and gentlemen, if you flip this over right here, there is the villain. And it is Maleficent. So Maleficent can do certain things. Unfortunately, the quality image is not that great. So I might have to try to figure out how to, like, let's see. I'm going to figure out how to get a magnifying glass. Because if I could find a magnifying glass in this, I would be able to see what's going on. But technically, Maleficent has certain abilities when you do such and such a thing. And also we have certain tokens. Here we have the villain token that goes right here. But in today's video, I'm going to be using this from the Disney Villainous game. And only because it fits Maleficent's character. And these tokens right here are the Sorcerer's tokens. And this goes down here, which indicates your health bar. And we also have these coins here. So technically, these coins, depending on how many that you need to get, I think you need to get about 5 in all. And then after that, you get to draw cards. I think you have to draw a limited of 5, but because I'm playing this by myself, you get 12. However, the rules are in this notebook, which you can play it on Tabletop Simulator. It will let you know of what to do and stuff. Technically, let's see. Let's see here. So basically right now I have to get at least 12 cards, especially if I'm playing this solo. And sometimes each player gets to draw 5 cards from their deck. Each sorcerer, excuse me, places their token on the highest power, a level on their side of the board. And you can place this villain token right here on the highest level. From the villain's youngest player goes first, and all that. And each spell card has a colored background that corresponded to categories. For example, animal is light green, fairy is pink, hero is teal, Machine is black. Monster is light green. Mystic is light blue. Princess is purple, which should have been pink, but regardless. Toy is red, and warrior is dark blue. So each spell has 3 values: attack, boost, and of course shield. Now for attack is the damage potentially to the villain. Boost is where if you're playing this with 2 players or more, they can improve another player's spell. And shield is where you defend from villain's attack. And finally, each of these values has a type, which is charming, energy, flying, gross, quick, strong, and wishful. So the first thing that we're going to do right now is we're going to draw, let's see, should I even draw 5 cards just for the sake of it? I mean, why not? Why not? Okay, so I think I have to have 12 cards as part of my deck, but this is just showcasing to see if I could be able to play this. So we flip this over, and look what we have here. So what we have here is Master Yensid's, or just Yensid's Sorcerer's Hat. Then we have the Caballero, I can't pronounce the name, but it's Caballero, I can't pronounce this word, but it's technically Donald's Piana. Also, this one is Mystic, this one is Warrior, for some reason. Then we have an animal spell, which is Thumper's Mighty Thump. Then we have a monster spell, which is the Headless Horseman's Exploding Jack-o'-lanterns. The quality of these images is not that great, but I try my best to see what it is. And then we have a hero spell, which is Dash's Whirlwind. So those are the 5 cards I draw. So let's see what happens next. Okay, so I get to choose a spell card in my hand to use against the villain. This card will be used to defend and attack. Once you've chosen your card, the villain attacks first. Alright, so also if you pay close attention to the board, there's certain types that could be like weakness and stuff. So this one in number 20 is Princess, which I don't have. So for the time being, I need to find the one that has the highest shield. And I think the closest that I can get right now is Master Yensid. I don't know why I said it. I think the closest is Yensid's Sorcerer's Hat. Technically, because it has a shield of 3, which is wishful, and it also has an attack of 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the notebook and check out defending. The player to the current player's right takes the role of the villain, which of course if you're playing with another player, they'll take the role as the villain. But since I'm playing this by myself, I'll be the role. During the attack, take 5 coins and flip them. Depending on how many land heads up will determine the villain's attack. Read the game board from the attack type. If the attack is the same as your spell's shield type, your shield gains +1. Subtract the shield value from the attack's strength. If you still take damage, you move the token, the sorcerer's token, down that many spaces. And if you lose the level power and it reaches to 0, you are out of the game, or technically in solo mode, it's game over. So according to this, Maleficent weakness is Princess, and I only have wishful cards and stuff. So I think we have to throw heads. This doesn't count because I'm technically like basically what I can do is to roll instead of flipping the coin. Because flipping will be like this, and it will be very weird. And I'm pressing F for this one. So instead, I'm going to press Aura to roll randomly to determine of whether I take damage or not. Let's see. Uh-oh, that is a lot of heads. Oh, I messed that up. Let me try this again. Let me try this again because I accidentally, like, pick up the coin. So, roll again. Now, originally, I have a lot of heads. But because I have, like, so I think Maleficent has one head. Because according to the rules, the villain needs to have a head while we get tails. So I think Yen Sid is already protected by Maleficent's shield. But if I get one, let's see what happens. It did state that something will happen if you roll a one head. Yes, heads is the only way that the villain can attack. So right now I'm just pulling up Google on my phone just to figure out. Let's see. Hold on for a second. Okay, so according to this, it says that if the Mines is wishful, so it says that Maleficent will gain one power level, which she can't do that because she's already max leveled. So this got canceled, and I think that Yen Sid is okay for now. And next up is attacking. So another player can also boost your spell and stuff, which of course I cannot do this in solo mode, but any other player can boost your card's power by playing a spell of their own. Their card must be the same type or category of your card. Add the boost value of their card to your card's attack value. You cannot boost a player's card if your power level has reached 0. Only one player can boost your spell card per turn. You must have a power. You must have the power level above 0 to continue your attack. Flip the number of coins that match your card's attack value. So that means that I can only use 3 coins since Master Yen Sid's attack is 3. So, we're going to do this. We're going to go ahead and flip the coin. We're going to go ahead and flip the coin in 3, 2, 1, go. Well, technically it's a roll. And I only got a tail. I got 2 heads and 1 tail. So I'm assuming tails is the way to, like, and I also gotta fix this. Okay, so I'm trying to see what happens if you have tails. Unfortunately, I can barely read what it says on my phone because, like I said, the image quality is not that great. That's why I'm struggling to read this. So let's just go ahead and say that because I landed on tails, and your attack depends on if your attack is either energy or flying. And since I have none of those, because his is wishful, I am going to have Maleficent to take only 1 damage. And I think that's it. And also, there's a description of the card. It says, hold on. Let me see if I can get it. No, not rotate. How can I get it close? I totally forgot. A wizard, you shall be anointed with a hat this nice and pointy. That's nice and pointy. I can't even read this. Okay, so what is the next thing? So what is the next thing? And I think at this point, this card can be discarded even though it's not taking any damage. Not taking any damage whatsoever. So this goes to the side. Then you get to continue to figure out what's next. Let's see. This is a challenging part. And I think I'm going to go with Donald's Piana because is like, he has 3 shield. So let's go ahead and that's not what I was trying to do. We're going to, so this is like a rinse and repeat process until you're either the villain reaches to 0 power levels or you as the sorcerer reaches to the certain power levels. So here you go. And I only got 1 head, which means Maleficent heals up. Which is not great because I already told, it heals up. But because it's only 1 head, that means the shield it's been taken away. I don't take any damage because of Donald's amount of shield. But I do need to put, I do need to attack, but it's going to contain 2 coins. And I have to come up with this idea of rolling the dice instead of coins, but that will be way too complicated. So, here we go. Let's hope for tails. Surprisingly, tails it is. So, let's see. He is a warrior spell. His has flying. So it says flip 1 fewer coin. So I think it's a 3rd one. So let's go ahead and see what we get. And we get another one. Which means I believe it takes 3 damage instead of 2. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3. So she's down to 17. And there you go. It is a rinse repeat process. And you can use the villain token and all that. But let me show you the other 4 villains. Let me show you the other 4 villains. This goes here. I'm never going to get used to this. Alright, this started to annoy me. So, we have Maleficent. Then, the next map, it contains Cruella de Vil. Then, this one right here is Jafar. And then we have Dr. Facilier. Dr. Facilier from The Princess and the Frog. Jafar from Aladdin. Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty. And of course, Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians. Now, the other villains that you could potentially face is like Scar from The Lion King. Ursula from The Little Mermaid. What else? There's also Yzma from The Emperor's New Groove. Governor Ratcliffe, from Rapunzel. There's also Hades from Hercules as the final boss, and there's Cinnabog from Fantasia, which is a sub-boss. And I'm trying to think if there's anyone else. I don't think there's anything else at this time in my concern. But regardless of that factor, that is the game. I'm not very good at following the rules exactly, nor understand them, but if you guys and girls do understand it, then leave a like and subscribe to the Queen of Hearts channel. Turn on these post notifications so you won't miss a single upload. And I'll also be doing some Disney RPG games, such as possibly Disney Heroes Battle Mode, which I will return for that, because I have been playing it for quite a long time. Then we have Disney Sorcerers Arena, and of course other Disney games that I could find and play. Of course, there was Disney's Emoji Bliss, which is a puzzle game, which I will get back to momentarily. But as of right now, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's video as I clean this up. So, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, turn on these notifications so you won't miss a single upload, and I'll see you all in the next video. And remember just one thing, stay safe and have a wonderful day.